Whoo, people, we are back in the building,
Welcome,
One more
welcome.
time, welcome. Thanks for being here. It is Wind Down Wednesday, and we are back.
We're back.
We are back,
We're
and it's
back.
January 31st, and it's a Wednesday. I'm Sandy. I'm sitting here with who? Who am I sitting with?
Netta better.
Brad J.
What? Brad J. and Netta Better.
Netta better.
Is that your real, is that your,
I
slang
thought
name,
you
Brad
liked it.
J?
I thought you liked
I like Netta Better. I'm talking about Brad J. Brad
Oh,
J.
Brad Johnson.
We call him, do you go by PJ too?
Nah, just Brad J.
Oh, okay, just Brad J. Brad J. It is.
Don't
We
add
in the
nothing
building.
extra.
We're in the building. Nothing extra. Y'all know how he is, but he back in the building because we've been missing him for a little bit.
Mhm.
So welcome back,
I've been missing y'all too.
Brad J. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Glad to have you. So anyway, we are back. It's Wind Down Wednesday. Let's get ready to talk about it. But in the meantime, how was your week?
My week has been amazing. Here I go.
Yeah.
My week has been amazing, everyone. I woke up. I've been working. I've been working on my new situation that I'm about to launch in real soon.
Is it a situation? It's not a
It's a
situation.
situation because I don't
Let's
want to
not
tell
say
you.
situation.
I don't
though.
want to tell just yet.
But let's not call it situation.
Which one come?
We something.
My something?
Yeah, something is about to happen. Let's not say situation, because situation make it sound like we.
Is that?
Yeah, we got a
So it's
situation
very
going
good.
on.
It's very good.
Okay, we got
So,
something brewing. We got
Working on
something brewing.
that. I
We
have
got something
been
brewing.
busy. Yeah, we have
Got
something brewing. There we go.
Yeah.
We do have something brewing. And so I've been busy. No sleep. So, but everything has been great. Brad, how's your week?
Great. I just do the same thing. Just enjoy life.
How's mom?
She doing fine.
Yeah, how's your mom?
Good.
She's fine. Thanks for asking.
Yeah,
Good.
glad. But you doing okay? How's the wife?
She's doing fine.
How's the kids?
They doing fine.
Everybody
also.
good.
Yeah.
Everybody.
How about the job? Everything going good on the job?
Yeah.
Okay, because we gotta ask. Because people be saying,
Oh,
no, it ain't. That's not. You're not used to
I
having
can
that
chew
kind.
it. It's old.
No, it's not. I like chewing.
You passing out old candy
Hold
up
on.
there? Uh-oh.
You don't see how old that is?
No.
Uh-oh.
Look at my fingernail going in.
Check the expiration date on the candy.
That may be old.
I eat them. I chew them. So I don't know. Well, me and Brad don't need one. How about that? How about that?
I don't need one either 'cause I got
How
my
about that?
own stuff.
Brad and I don't
I got
need
my
one.
own
How about that?
Uh-oh.
And they fresh.
Mhm. How about that? You didn't complain last week when you was eating it.
Yeah.
That one last week was kind of fresh.
What-
But this one
yeah.
right here,
I'm going to taste one of
But
yours.
I'm
She said they fresh.
I'm grateful.
What you about to do? What you about to do?
If she don't go on,
We
but yeah,
Hey,
they
Brad,
think
we
me
about
like
to
I
hit
got
her.
COVID and I
We about to hit her
don't.
up, Brad. We
yeah.
about to hit her up.
Yeah, she coughing too much.
We about to hit her up because she started coughing in here.
That's that COVID cough
Yeah,
right
me and
there.
Brad back in
I
the
can't
building
do that.
together.
I
We about
cannot.
to hit her up.
Uh-uh.
We're not playing. Look, this
No
ain't
one ain't
no
all
free
this.
commercial for microband.
COVID
Fresh.
on top of the WC. Woo-wee.
Baby.
Fire starter.
I ain't got time for
You're
you.
not up in here,
That
though,
ain't
'cause
gonna
we're
help.
not about to have that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thanks for watching. My week has been wonderful. It's been great. Although I didn't go to work Monday because I really wasn't feeling well.
Okay.
So I had to stay
Here you
home.
go.
I didn't need one of those either.
Okay.
But my week has been wonderful. It has been good. I went to Houston and came back. I went out.
You snuck in and snuck out. You ain't even check in and check out.
I did. I snuck in and I snuck out and snuck in. And the wedding was nice. We had a great time. I got to see some of my friends. And, Houston, I love Houston.
Fifth Ward, baby.
Yeah, we didn't go all in there, but, I love Houston. Great place.
Good stuff.
It's always a good atmosphere. The vibe is good. Everything is good, but life is good. God is good. My baby is working out of town right now, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the dog. Can you believe that I don't have
I
the
can't-
dog?
what?
I know I don't have the dog. Kovu.
Kovu.
Yeah,
Kovu.
That's the dog, man.
that's the dog name.
Kovu.
Kovu.
I'd be scared to get COVID.
Well, he ain't here, so I didn't have to watch him this time.
That's too much like COVID.
Yes, but
Kovu.
yeah,
What
you probably would be scared of him, no Brad. Brad probably be a chicken.
Brad a dog guy.
I'm going to pit myself. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm like,
Here we
Brad's a
go.
dog
I'm going to
guy.
get pit myself.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying?
He'll pit himself.
Yeah.
So her friend kept him. So
Good stuff.
yeah. So I didn't have to watch him. And
You get a break.
yeah, because they're waking up earlier to make sure he all right and take him out.
Yeah, it could be a job.
It is a job.
Yeah,
and it would have been for free.
Yeah, I understand.
So anyway, welcome to Wine Down Wednesday. We back up in the building, and today is the 31st, but tomorrow is February 1st. But Janetta want to talk about something, people. Let's see what you think about it, because I don't know. I might have my little feelings about it. Brad definitely gonna have his. So tell the people what's going on and what you think. So listen up.
So I was surfing Facebook and I ran across a story whereas it was 2 or 3 Black girls, and I can't remember exactly where they were, but anyway, they had went on a little vacation and they was in a hotel, and they was in a room, and the girl who these guys asked for happened to be in the bathroom. But anyway, when they walked into the hotel, they asked the attendant for a room
What's
key.
What's up, AJ?
Hey, AJ, for a room key to, let's say, Tamika's room. Right? They just threw this name out. They knew they had a Tamika in that hotel. So then they asked for sheets as well. I'm going to need a set of sheets. And so the attendant just gave them a room key to that room that girl was in.
Because he knew the name was Tamika.
Correct. Instead of checking any IDs, none of that happened. And so they go into the room with the key, and a girl was in there, and they asked that specific girl, was her name so-and-so, Tamika? And she said no, and was looking at him like, no, why? Why are y'all in here? Why do y'all have this key? One of them had on a mask, and one of them didn't, right? So since they didn't see the Tamika girl, they went ahead and left. But then the girls, get offended and go down like, why are these walking into my room and asking for her and this and that and the third, right? So the attendant was kind of telling them like, well, they asked for sheets and this and that. And they're like, oh, wow. Do y'all think that was a setup? Excuse me. Do y'all think that was a setup or what? Because that was scary to me.
Well, one had on a mask and one didn't. So you got to ask yourself the question, why didn't both of them have on a mask? And second of all, how did he know the girl name was Tamika? Now, did they meet him somewhere else prior to that? Did they meet him in the club?
No.
Did they just walk up into the hotel and say, I need Tamika room?
So, well, the one girl, one of the girls was saying that the one of the guys had invited her out. Like, well, let's go out to dinner.
That's what I'm saying.
Or whatever.
They met him prior to that.
No. Because she wasn't Tamika. He asked her, well, since I made a mistake on your name, I don't know you. Let's, introduce ourselves. Let me take you out. So, she already looking at him. You strange. And you walking into my room and you ask so-and-so and so-and-so. No, I'm not going nowhere with you. They were talking about with sex trafficking going on.
Oh, it's a lot.
And everything else.
But did anything happen to anybody?
No, because they couldn't find the person that they was in there for. But that sounded like they was going in there to do what they had to do with that girls. Specific girl. Not all of them, but with that specific girl. So it sounded like a hit to me, to be honest.
How you know it couldn't have been a prank though?
Nobody was laughing.
Nah, some people might, it might be some little freaky role play.
Yeah,
some people
this story was serious.
But then nobody got hurt.
Right. And everybody left.
And if somebody come in.
But the problem is, that's just like if I don't know you, Brad. I don't know you, right?
Yeah.
You go to the hotel, you know my name, you go to the hotel and say, Johnetta here. I need the room key to Jonetta's room, right? And they give you a room key to my room. But when you walk in, because you don't know me, when you walk in, you ask the first person you see, is you Johnetta? And she say no. One of your guys got a mask on. Ain't nothing funny about that. And then they leave. It ain't like they jump out like, well, we was just joking.
But if it was
we doing that nowadays and people get murdered.
But if it was something real dangerous, don't you think they would have snatched them? Like,
exactly.
hold on.
They would have done something.
You ain't
But that ain't who the way it's saying.
That's what I think.
That ain't who they was in there for. They was in there specifically for so and so. for Tamika.
But
What-
that's a hell of a mistake.
Exactly. And then to just turn around and walk out and nothing,
Yeah.
absolutely nothing happened. They didn't rob them. They didn't hit them. They
Like,
didn't
give
do
me
nothing.
something. If I'm doing that,
Yeah.
then give me something.
Yep.
You know
If
what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
bust up in there like that.
Right.
Where your money at? I'm in
Exactly.
here. I'm in here to rob something.
Yep. I'm gonna
But I
get
don't
something.
think that they was in there to rob anyone. They was in there to kill someone. They asked the sheets, right? Then they leave because they didn't find the person that they was in there asking for. So the main person that they was looking for me, they didn't find me. They
Did the
didn't know
police-
who I
did the police
was.
show up?
Hmm.
Did the police show up?
Yeah, the girls called the police.
And then
They
what?
was explaining everything that I'm saying. They was explaining this to the police.
That's
So what
what the
happened?
police do. That's why. See, that's
The
why I
police
watch
was
that.
kind of like,
That's why I watch them things because they don't finish telling the whole story. You only get a piece of it.
There's something funny about the
It's something
story,
going
though.
on. That's why I don't watch all that stuff.
but it's something funny on the part.
And when I say
On the
something
girl's
funny,
part.
you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying like it's a joke.
Right.
You keep looking at me like,
Because I don't find it funny.
You
I
keep
was
saying, ain't
scared
that
for them
funny?
girls.
I ain't trying to say nothing funny like that
Right.
because that's a terrible experience to encounter.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just something funny about the story.
Exactly.
Well, you can't even really hear
Some
all
don't,
the
some
story
don't ain't right.
because it's just they just posted it, posted that part of
Know
it.
what
So
I'm
you
saying?
can't really.
Somebody might be trying to get some money out this
Exactly.
too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they
Some
never said they're gonna
fraud
do that
or
hotel.
and you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. You never know.
You don't.
The way
That's a hustle out there. That's
It
a
is,
hustle.
but that's why I don't watch them things.
I
'Cause
don't
they
know.
don't tell
The way they
whole
was
thing.
explaining to the police, it didn't sound like it was no
Everybody wants
fishy
TikTok.
stuff. I mean, the girl sound like they was offended. Sound like they was scared.
You would. Let me ask you this: would you know how to play scared and act offended for 100,000?
I ain't really money hungry like that.
I'm
Or-
just saying,
or-
but would you know how?
Right.
If your job told you we want you to come in and act tomorrow and we're gonna give you 100,000, I bet you'll be in there acting.
I bet.
Yeah.
Or to get your numbers up on
I'm confused.
TikTok or
You know what I'm saying?
Instagram or Facebook because that could be what it's about too.
I don't know what happened, but all I'm saying is, if these people was ruthless as it seems you're trying to make them be, they would have did something to the people that they came in on.
Yep.
I made a mistake, but shit, check it in
Something because you don't just turn around and walk out and then
for real. I
oh,
didn't
my
see-
bad.
One of them that showed their face, like
Yeah.
I let you see me.
Exactly.
I could be wrong on that part. I just know one of them. They said one of them had on the mask.
But then you coming up in a hotel too, with other people, and everybody out there in the lobby or whatever, and you looking for somebody. Something ain't right.
I
Something in the
don't
milk
like it. I don't like it for
Something
them
in the milk
girls.
ain't
Don't nobody
clean.
want
I don't
nobody
think that
coming
they
up
was.
in no room.
They didn't sound like this was a joke, and it didn't sound like no skit. It sounded real serious to me. Real serious.
Well,
Yeah.
And I
There's a
don't
lot
like
of lot
I
of
don't
stuff
like
like
it
that
either.
going on.
it's a
Women
lot.
set up men, take them to the hotel, act like they going to do something there. Then here come their boyfriend, but pulling up, check everything you got in, but I mean everything.
You drinking
from your
stuff.
from your phone.
I don't think that they was in there to rob anybody. I think they was in there on a mission to get Tamika.
What
or whatever her
Brad
name
just
was.
said. Brad was just the same thing. It's a setup.
Yeah.
They was getting ready to do something, either beat her up or something, but something
You don't
went
make
sour.
hey, if you're doing something like that, you don't make no mistakes. You
No.
know exactly what Tamika
Exactly.
is.
No, they didn't know who she was. They didn't know her. They just had a name.
So
That's like if somebody put a hit out on me, if they don't show me no pictures and this and that and the third,
That's what I'm saying.
I know the name though. I
It's-
know that this person is in this hotel, so I'll go ask the attendant for this person's name, and I need a room key.
Believe me, if somebody doing something like that, they got all the information
You
from
right.
your picture to your room number to your license plate
Yep.
to your girlfriends that you would, you know what I'm saying? So what time you might go out to eat, all that.
because you ain't just throwing out Tamika name to be
Yeah.
throwing out Tamika name.
Nigga, I know what Tamika's
Well,
at.
I ain't that's right.
I can't answer none of these questions,
I
y'all,
can't.
because I wasn't a part of it. But I'm just saying what I saw, and that's it.
And then,
All I can say is don't go to that hotel.
exactly. And then when
We don't want you to be mistaken for Tamika.
they had to be, that's why I'm like, somebody
We know
somebody
know you
had to
crazy.
know.
They
They
gonna
had to
give you
know.
Y'all all kill me now,
Hey.
because I ain't going down easy.
Somebody snatch her, they gonna give her back. Like, hold on, who I need to call?
Yeah.
Come get
Come
this
get
fool.
her back. 'Cause she's doing the
They gonna
most.
toss me right back like, nah,
Come get her back. 'cause
Crazy.
She's doing the most.
the most.
Send her back.
Yeah, that's why they turned around because they saw It was Janetta. They saw it was her, so they just left out.
Even
They
if
was
them
like,
dudes came in the room, I'm like,
they saw
What is-
Janetta.
yeah,
and
start
they
cussing
took off.
again.
What the hell?
Really?
You didn't stop cursing. You like you taking it out your vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't curse. You ain't using no. It'd be like right there on the edge, and you don't
I
say
ain't
it.
saying that part, but I haven't cursed since the last time.
Oh, you work
since
still
last
working
Wednesday.
on work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
I don't cuss at all.
Every day is a work in progress.
You did not just sit here and say.
I don't want to sit next to you. I'm gonna get struck because it's gonna bounce off of
Oh, you
him.
heard me curse before?
Yeah.
And
Are you
just
kidding
used
me?
The one. You just used
Are you
this like
really
curse word
kidding?
here. Rewind. Rewind.
Don't be like the little girl in the commercial. Throw your red flag out on her
Rewind.
mom like you said this.
Hey, welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. Yeah, you see him. You heard him, AJ, when you was on there. You heard him use that little curse word. He slid it in. You know, we
He always
trying not
cursing.
to. He had
Oh, now
the S word going on.
verbal abuse.
We know we ain't sitting up here gonna take up for him because he said it. But anyway, welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. So what y'all think? Okay, we're gonna get to that next subject. So what y'all think about them kids beating up folks downtown Cincinnati? Yeah, it's like they gang beating folks up. It's like a group of them. Let me not use the word gang. It's
How
a
old
group
are
of young black boys, look like. There are some girls that's with them too. And they see people walking down the street and they just jump on them and beat them. They beat up a white man. They just beat up a young black boy and was kicking him unconsciously. I don't know how he's doing, but it's like a pack of them are all running together, and they are when they see people, they just decide to jump on them and beat them up.
Hey, really, I say that the kids they call themselves having fun, but that's really not fun.
No,
they know what they're doing.
But kids do stuff like that. They be like, I bet you can't knock the first person you see out.
Oh,
Do stuff like that.
Brad, it's 10 to 20 of these kids. There's at least 10 of them jumping on one person.
So sad.
One.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So-
That's just like if they see you. It's almost like, here's what I don't like. When you can't go anywhere because of that. You know, you can't walk downtown because of that. You know, now you're fearful of walking downtown because you think you're going to get beat up by a group of kids. But then when the police step in, everybody and their mama got something to say about, don't slam my kid up
when you
against the
pull
wall
out
or something.
your weapon to protect yourself and kill one of them kids, then what?
It's the police
'Cause now
officer
you gonna
that
kill
shot
the
and killed a kid, a black kid at that. And now we got a problem, but nobody steps up. This is the problem I have with everybody, and probably even myself. But you know, since I'm no longer in law enforcement, you couldn't tell me that we didn't get a group of us to go down there and talk to those kids and try to reach them and see. Because I can guarantee you, somebody know who they are. The little boy that got beat up and profusely and he got kicked in the head and unconsciously, I guarantee you he knows who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he probably wake up or come out of his coma or whatever he in or whatever, he's going to probably tell who it is. And then now what? So this is what I
He
said.
might not tell who it is.
Well, this is what I said. Now,
he's scared.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I would tell. Now, this is another thing I say. Now, listen up. Listen up. Who's going to take the blame for that? Should the mom take the blame? Daddy take the blame? Who's going to take the blame for them kids running rampant like that, beating somebody up? Who should take that blame? Now, they probably about 15 years old. They probably about 15, 16 years old. So who should take the blame for that? When you got a whole mob of kids, a group of kids.
It's really sad because I don't think that the parents should have to take the blame.
And why not?
Why should they though?
Well, because you should have. Y'all know how we grew up. Well, I know how we grew up. There was a whole village that helped raise us, right?
Right.
My mom, did whatever she needed to do to make sure we didn't go down that path. If you got a whooping, you got a whooping. Now you can't beat a kid. You can't whoop a kid. You can't put your hand on a kid because you got two for one kid.
Which is crazy.
Right. You got 2 for 1 kid. So if you do anything to them, now you're going to go to jail for doing something to your own kid. So this is what I say, do. Because my tax dollars, your tax dollars, and whomever else's tax dollars, you can say what you want to say, and I don't care. I say if you're on assisted living, then I'm gonna take something from you. Then you ain't gonna be able to stay in this house because your kid should be in that house at a certain time of night. You should know if your kid is at home.
Now, what time did
But this unfortunately happened during the day. But then too, it could have been on spring break time. But I think one of them just recently happened over the weekend. Once again, it's the weekend. School is out. And what are you doing? And where's your kid? Now, if you sitting up there hobnobbing and drinking and smoking and having a good time, and you don't know what your kid is, and your kid was a part of that group, and then your kid come back and he get identified or she get identified for being a part of that group, then now what?
So what if you felt like, okay, your kid, Mom, can I go over, cousin house or friend house or whatever, spend the night, and it happened then?
Well, I'm gonna know. First of all, I don't want my child to be over nobody's house that I'm just gonna be ripping and running in the street. I'm sorry, that's just me. If it was my sister, and she was living whatever lifestyle and her kids was all over the place, I'm not letting my child go over there. I'm sorry.
It is 15, 16, 17
I'm
year
not letting my
old.
baby go over there.
What about the parents though that's constantly trying to tell their kids to do right and not to do this and not to do that, but still
But
getting
they running
sidetracked
the wrong car.
by their friends and not listening to you? Should you still be held accountable for that?
Well, then, first of all, that's gonna be need some kind of. If you're doing that, if that's the case,
That's a lot of cases. That's a
we
lot.
know those parents that are doing that. You know,
No, you don't. No,
you
you
know
don't.
a lot of them.
It's a lot of parents out
You
here
know a lot of them doing that.
that I know that preach to their kids not to do this, not to go here, and not to go there.
That's what I just said.
But
You
they
know that.
still doing it because my friend doing that.
But you know that. And the people in the neighborhood know that mama be on that boy all the time, or that mama be on that girl all the time. So the word is going to get out there that they're trying to make sure.
But they still running with this group that's jumping on people. So they going after they identify your child, they finna come to you and put that on you.
Yep. They are.
That's fair. That's fair to you?
Under a certain age, they
Is
are.
that fair to you though?
Yeah.
No, it ain't. You know it ain't. You don't even sound right.
No.
saying that.
Yeah.
I
ain't
feel
fair.
like, you do your job as best as you know how or whatever. And you can't really like punish your child for what every other child is doing, not knowing that your child is influenced and may be doing it too. You don't know because you feel like you're doing your job right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
again, laws done took our rights away from parents to be able to really chastise their kids. But I don't have no kids, but I still would. Bop, Kool-Aid. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. But anyway, somebody need to be held accountable.
The child.
Them kids.
And the thing about it is the system, you can't even, it's so many of them, you can't lock all of them up. And then you got people out there saying, don't lock them up. Then what you gonna do with them?
When I came up, you only get told something once.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
them
you
days long
keep
gone.
telling these kids the same stuff over and over and over and over and over again, and they still do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But when I came up, I had like my grandmother or my mother, they told me that shit stuff once. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be a player hater. Don't be a player hater. Don't be a player hater. I didn't say it.
Let it slip.
Hey, it ain't come out though. It ain't come out though. See, hating is at an all-time high. I found that out.
Yeah, you know when
Hating is at an all-time
I'm just
high.
saying.
Don't be a hater.
he tried to that
For
almost
real. Don't be a hater.
tried to keep going over it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like that because now if you do something to your cousin or your nephew or whomever, your sister's kid, then she gonna be mad at you
Right.
because you chastising her son.
You do something to him, he might come back and pop you.
Well, you know.
For real. And that's it.
And that is sad. But I still think that there are times where parents, a lot of times, know who their kids are hanging out with and just don't give a crap. And don't do nothing about it.
I agree that there are some bad parents parenting out here in this world, but again, everybody can't suffer and make their kids sit still and you don't go nowhere. These babies 16, 17.
So if somebody
That's all
what
age.
your people say, Brad, what your people saying on your page. Here's the thing too. This is my thing. If somebody run up behind you and run up on you, if somebody run up on Brad and put their hands on Brad and Brad got his piece and he shoot him, then now what? Who wrong? Who wrong? Who wrong? Because then they gonna be mad at Brad because Brad
But
just
the
shot
kid
a
still
kid.
is, but the kid still is wrong. I had to protect myself. Unfortunately, from this kid.
Hopefully, I don't have to get to that point where I had to shoot no kid.
Well, I hope I don't
You
have
would
to
hate
get
to.
Yeah, I hope I
But
don't never
if
get
you
to
was
that
in
point.
that predicament, you downtown, you just walking around, you kicking it or whatever, and you see a group of 20 kids
Coming
up
after you.
fighting you, what would you do?
I mean, first of all, I don't know what I would do in a situation like that. I ain't gonna be in that. I'm not gonna be in that situation.
Well, you don't
A lot of people didn't know they was gonna be in that situation.
I'm gonna keep myself on the west side where, you know what I'm saying, where I know it might be 20 kids over there that's gonna do that to you, but they ain't gonna do it to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stay in my little safety zone on the west side.
But it's sad that people like that white man and like the kid, they feel like we just downtown kicking it. We just walking the streets or whatever, and all of a sudden we get almost our life taken away from us just for being outside.
Yeah.
Just for walking. That ain't cool.
Yeah, because that white man back was turned. Them kids came up from behind him.
My cat
just pummeled him.
Randall Wyatt. You know Randall Wyatt?
No, go ahead. What'd he say?
He said, "With kids who feel like their parents can get in trouble, would they still act up?"
Now, when you say get in trouble, let me tell you, because there was an incident that took place not too long ago, right? Where this kid did something he shouldn't have. So if you are in a house and you rent a house, and he was renting from somebody, so if the police is telling you, if your child continues to do then you're gonna get kicked out of your house. Now this dad is doing whatever he can to help his kid, doing everything that he possibly can, and that child is still trying to, push the envelope to go to the other side. So the police told him, well, if your son do this one more time, because you living in somebody else's spot, they helping you out.
Yeah.
So if you can't get your son can't get himself together, then y'all gonna have to find somewhere else to stay.
And they always get kicked out like that.
They always get kicked out like that. Always get, and you're still trying to, while you as a parent trying to do what's best for your kid.
If your child have any type criminal activity on his record, they won't even, let you move in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, some of them won't, because some of them greedy and they want that money.
Yeah.
So Randall, did you say Randall?
Yeah. Randall Wyatt.
What's your answer to Randall?
My answer, what was the question? I don't remember what the question was. I'm sorry, Randall.
Go to Tuck Radio, Randall, and put it in there, because we can reach you. Brad can't see you. See him looking like that.
Right.
But the thing about it is,
I wear reading glasses when I read stuff that's smart.
What do you say?
I don't care.
But I think there's some point.
If they feel like their parents can get in trouble.
Yeah. It depends on the kid and how much they care, or some of these kids don't care about their parents.
I think the kids care about their parents. They just don't care about their own actions, right? And so I think kids will still do whatever they're gonna do, because again, they influence more by the other kids than they really are by their parents. So it's like, I know my mom gonna get in trouble, but that don't stick in their head when they doing whatever they doing.
These
so
my boys.
I think they still
girls.
do it.
Yeah, when we showing out.
Yeah.
But then like I said, so if you know your parents gonna get in trouble because of your actions and they get put out, do you think they'll still do it? Because they ain't got nowhere to stay.
Yeah, they gonna still
they ain't got nowhere to stay. Then they got to go stay in the group home.
True, but kids don't think like that. They don't think like, okay, I heard the police say they're gonna put my mama out, but they don't think like that, especially when they doing the act. Because again, they influence, they followers, they influence. They not doing it because I'm the leader and I got to keep the crowd following me. I'm sure they the followers.
A lot of them are followers, but if
the majority of them are,
yeah, but you got them one.
They turn the leaders sometimes.
Yep, they do turn into
leaders. And what's funny is, did I just stutter? Anyway, what's funny is,
stuttering.
No, I ain't.
What?
I can tell you line. Stutter.
What's funny is that them leaders don't never get caught. They the ones that don't get in no trouble.
Yep.
It be the followers getting doing the majority of all the acts, the beating up, and this and the third, and they the ones that get the fine.
But they are
the guys that killed everybody in the neighborhood. Yep. Still out there.
But they are also the ones that's not in school, or if they are in school, they cause problems in school and they don't have the good grade.
Yeah.
There's always a pattern, or always a fine line, or a line that you can tell which kids are doing what, because they got it's a pattern. It's following them. They got it.
Yeah.
I mean,
agree.
but do you think where they getting it from? They say you're a product of your environment. But do you have to be a product of your environment? You got choices. These kids got choices.
Some kids are just
Your mama
kids don't-
mean.
hey,
Your mama gonna
Some of the
spend,
choices that they have, though, it just don't be enough.
but your mama gonna. What do you think that the city can do to help?
I mean, first
My
of all,
brother say, "What's up, brother?"
my brother.
Brother say these kids, and he worked with them. We used to work with them every day. He said they fight right in front of the police.
a lot of people,
Yeah.
they scared
They
of the
fight
police.
the
though.
police.
A lot of people scared of the police.
Why?
Nowadays,
I mean, they just got
The
scared
kids?
of police. Nah, the kids, they don't give a
they're
darn.
not. That's what we're talking about.
Kids
The
don't
kids
give a
is
darn.
not
but
scared
Older-
of anything.
older people scared to let their kids get involved with any type police activity because they just don't feel safe with the police no more, just due to a lot of black killings from all over the world. I mean, it ain't fair, but a lot of people will take that and use that for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to hope for some change to make things better, they gonna hold that against the police forever.
But
Just like slavery.
yeah.
People, you can do this, you can do that. This supposed to be over, but it still feel like slavery.
Almost everything we do to some people feel like slavery. But when it comes to kids not liking them, I'm gonna tell you this: there are some police I know that them kids ain't gonna step up to them.
Mm-hmm.
Some kids ain't gonna step to the police like that because they know better. They know if they step to the police, what's gonna happen to them. So if you step the field, we know what's gonna happen to you.
Man, them kids.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you.
Them Woodward kids, they is not worried about the police.
Them Woodward kids are not stepping to the police. I bet you that.
For real.
I bet you that. I bet
I
you
don't
them
know.
kids. I can guarantee you.
They ain't gonna step to them, but they definitely ain't worried about them.
But guess what? They know who to step to and they know who not to step to. How about that? Because I can promise you, if they step to the ones that's over there, they will get a beat down and
They
whatever.
get tased. They just do a lot of tasing over there at Woodward.
Well, whatever it takes.
I used to work the intramural sports over there. I paid you a couple times over there.
Now you ain't paid me because I never worked with Woodward.
I done paid it.
I worked with Withrow.
Yeah.
I didn't work Woodward. I attended the games at Woodward.
I didn't see
I
you
didn't
over
work
there.
Exactly. So you didn't pay me.
Right. I done paid
And I can guarantee you they ain't stepped up to
7,
none
8
of
police.
They ain't stepped up to
Your
none
boy
of my
Phil
group.
know I done paid him.
He probably, yeah. They stepped up to my group
Hawkins, all
Yeah.
them guys.
because the 14 of us was bringing some noise behind us. So they ain't stepping. Trust when I tell you that. Now you can, I don't know what they doing now because I don't care.
Everybody worried
Trust
about
when I
that.
They ain't stepping. They didn't step to us. I can guarantee you. I bet you ain't no, in my years of being the school resource officer supervisor, I did not have one person, Phil will tell you, we didn't have one person to get beat up by no kid at a school. Not a one. In the 7 years that I was there, we didn't have not one SRO get beat up by not one kid.
I just
Not
don't
one.
understand the word "beat up by kid." I know those words.
That's
I
the
don't
whole,
understand
well,
that.
attacked or whatever. Call it what you want to call it.
It's gonna be those whole 20 kids.
Well, I ain't gonna say it
But
never. I ain't gonna say it ain't never happened. I ain't gonna say it ain't never happened. But I'm just telling you, in the 7 years that I was there, we didn't have that happen because we worked together as a group,
Right.
and we were all black, but a couple of them. But we were all black, and we coming,
All right.
and that's it. They used to call us anyway. They used to call us to take care of the kids like that that's running around the city. They used to call us. We used to have to go down there because those were our kids, and we knew who they were.
But the problem is we
But
need
they're
to
not
figure
doing
out a
that now.
way to get these kids to listen so that we won't keep having this issue, period. Not just with the police, but I'm saying with their parents, with us, people that's not their parents, but we're adults, grown. I mean, we had to when we was younger.
Yeah.
When we was their age, we had to listen to mama, a friend, whoever,
Yep.
stranger.
You see what my brother said? My brother said, we love kids, and we do. We love and respect kids, and that's what it's all about. First of all, that's what it's all about.
He said, but you're not stepping to me.
Exactly. And I'm telling you, they did not. There is a difference. But how do you control it? Then you got those people that's out there that's rah, rah, rah for the kids. Rah, rah, rah for the kids. So, but you can't do nothing to them. But they rah, rah, rah for the kids. But what are they doing for the kids? That's what I'm trying to. All you freedom fighters out there, what we gonna do about these kids?
You know what another thing is?
Fighters.
The kids really don't have anything to do. Back in our day, we had stuff to do.
They got jobs. They got jobs.
Where?
The city got jobs for these kids, but they don't.
Now
they,
it's
yeah,
cool.
they making $18 an hour.
Where they working at? It's
That's
cool.
my point. They don't
And a lot
want
of
to
these
work.
kids don't want to work. But I'm saying like activities. I'm saying there's nothing to do for these kids, and that's why it's so
Like
much
what?
violence going on.
What would you have? What would you have to do? We done mentored many kids in this city. We have Manfield. So what would you have? What could you come up with that's totally different? You know, because it's the phones now. It's the internet, you know. What can we do? What can
It's
we
neighborhood
what would
houses
you
that
do?
we used to have to be
They
able to
still
go
got
to.
they still got
Where?
the rec centers.
They don't have as many as
Yes, they do. They got a rec center everywhere.
where?
They got them in every community. They got
Well,
they got the Bush. They got the Evanston. They got the one in College Hill. They got. Hey, brother, tell them they got places these kids
Well,
go.
obviously, them kids,
But a lot of-
kids ain't interested in that. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Tink, look at him. He said, "Tink, I had your kids at school, and to this day, he's respectful because of the way you raised him." And he still speaks to me every time he see him. And that's what it's all about. It's how you raising your children. Some of these parents don't even give a crap. They don't know where they are at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, knowing you should be right home doing your homework right afterwards. But they don't care. Some of them don't even make them go to school. That's the problem too. So now the school doors are open. That's a safe haven for the kids. Why don't they go? So tell me why kids don't go to school. That's a safe place for them to go. They don't even go to school because they don't want to get an education. Now what?
I mean, some
Doors open at the school 24, almost, no, well, not 24/7, long enough.
some kids get bullied every day at school and don't feel safe at school.
And I agree with that. Then it's supposed to be a safe place. But if you ain't going, you ain't safe at home either.
And a kid that's really got, less fortunate than the other kids, like maybe got some messed up shoes or got to wear the same shirt 2 or 3 times out
They
the
get
week.
talked about.
That's an uncomfortable feeling because kids, they recognize everything.
They do. And they are
and they
terrible.
gonna tear you up. They
They are
gonna hurt.
But there are
Yeah.
things to do in this city for those kids, and they just don't want to do it.
Why don't we do this though?
Why don't you do it? What you got? What's your
For
idea?
them 20 kids,
Mhm.
why don't 20 or 40 of us grown folks gather up and go check them kids?
That's what I'm talking about. But then those are the freedom fighters. That's what I'm calling the freedom fighters.
But I'm talking about regular people. I ain't talking about police.
Yeah.
Like they beating up regular people.
Them the
That's
freedom
regular
fighters.
people and not beat them up, but at least go and
Yup.
let them know what y'all gonna do now.
Those are the freedom fighters. So when you get out there, what you gonna do? You gonna sit down in Indian style and talk to the kids? What you gonna tell them?
No, we ain't gonna do no talking.
What
We're
you
gonna
gonna
be preaching. We're gonna be hollering.
So you gonna
Because they not, you can't talk to them. Obviously, there's no talking to them. I'm sure their parents is talking.
AJ says she with that. Oh, it's some people that you can. Oh, I can show you and tell you some people that you can meet and go out. They had a little meeting today about that at 2:30. But you can't meet at 2:30 because people like me working.
Yeah, I'm working.
You know what I'm saying? But we did this, and Phil will tell you we had this a few years ago downtown. They were just tearing up Fountain Square. Oh, they was ripping up Fountain Square. So what did I do? I called the freedom fighters because the day before. They came down, the police locked up a lot of kids for clowning and carrying on and fighting and doing all that stuff. So I called the freedom fighters. I said, y'all up here talking about what the police doing, the police ain't doing. So where you at? They got green teal shirts, lime green shirts. And they came down there and they started walking around helping with those kids. That's what they need to get back to. But don't everybody want to talk. What we going to do about these kids? Why these kids down here pummeling on people? Like Phil said, they fight every day for no reason. They fight every freaking day at Government Square. So who you gonna hold accountable? I can't even go catch the bus at Government Square because the whole group of kids down there fighting.
Them kids don't.
So
care.
what we gonna do about that then? Who do we start with? Government Square people? The people that own Metro? Do we not let them get on the bus? What do we do?
But how do you know who's doing what?
Joe,
Our kids gonna suffer for
they
it.
can be identified. Because they come down there. They come down there all the time, every day, all day.
That's the start. You have to, but how do you keep them out?
That's what I'm asking you. How do you not let them go down there and catch the bus? What do? Do you spread them all out throughout the city? Do you make the bus stops go different places and don't let them come down to Government Square? Can't do that. You can put them in other pockets. You can make another bus go somewhere else. They don't have to come. Government Square is the hub for these kids. They get out of school and they come straight down to Government Square. They'll catch the bus to come to Government Square to fight. So take that. I'm trying to give y'all some ideas. Somebody needs to take this to Metro. They need to give them different spots throughout the city. Don't bring them downtown. Me and Phil know where these kids coming from. We know what school they're coming from.
I don't understand how you're gonna stop that though.
You don't take them downtown.
How?
Because you take them to another neighborhood.
But what would that be? The bus's responsibility.
Because that's how they get downtown. They don't have transportation.
Right, but you can't make that.
They
like
don't
Metro, all we doing is making money. We just picking
if you don't have transportation, how can you get down there and fight? If you don't have a way to get down there, you ain't coming down.
Right, but now you talking about going to finances and this and that and the third.
Metro got enough buses that they can take them kids from that one school on this side of town and take them to
That just don't sound realistic.
Oh, trust me. They ain't did it yet. They ain't tried it. I can guarantee
But it don't sound realistic.
I can guarantee you if they try it, it's gonna work.
Do you understand what she's saying?
Nope.
What the Sam Hill feel? Tell them what I'm saying. It don't sound civilized.
Yeah.
It don't sound realistic.
How you gonna just keep them from downtown though?
Because that's the place. If the Metro is taking them down to the hub, down there, because they taking them from schools down there. These schools know where these kids live and what part of town because it's in the system. Then you don't get on that bus. That bus ain't.
Every bus go through downtown, though.
That's the problem.
That
bus. Is the problem. That's the problem.
So now you trying to reroute the whole bus system.
I ain't trying to reroute the whole bus system. I'm trying to reroute the schools.
Them kids still gonna be downtown.
Because they go from West Side.
Or they gonna, if they can't come downtown no more, they're gonna pick another
they go from
the little area you want to try to segregate them in. It's gonna be a war zone.
It's already a war zone, and that's what they're trying to prevent. How you stop it? Going down there screaming and hollering and yelling at them, you meeting them where they at? They ain't gonna help nothing. You just said you're gonna go scream at them. That ain't helping nothing. Screaming at a kid, they get that at home. Why they gonna come down in the neighborhood or down on the street to listen to you screaming and hollering at them? Because they getting that from home. They don't want to get that from you too. So they ain't coming. So you ain't helping the kid by screaming and hollering and yelling at them, ma'am.
I thought you said the parents weren't doing nothing, huh?
Well, they are.
I'm confused. Are they or not?
They are not.
Oh.
But why you? But they do. Nothing is like.
I wasn't talking about screaming and hollering at all the kids. I'm talking about the specific kids that's jumping on people. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about 40 or 50 of us get on that 20 and let them know. Fight us. What y'all gonna do with us? See, they catching people off guard. It's a whole different system. The bus stopping them and getting them. No, I'm saying threaten them. They not gonna fight. They not gonna fight. It's 40 of us. It's 20 of y'all.
Did you just hear what that man said about the police? You said it too. They beat the police up. You ain't no different than them. They ain't no
bad, please.
You ain't no different.
We got 40 OGs out here. Let's get them.
Police got a gun, a taser, a mace, a stick, and you ain't everybody. We gonna beat them up. We gonna jump on them.
I never said we was gonna beat them up.
Your 40 gonna be rough.
I said we gonna ask them what they're gonna do. I'm not rough.
Are you tough?
I'm really good.
Oh,
well, I can't tell because you talking about rumbling in the jungle downtown
I ain't
somewhere.
gonna say nothing on the podcast.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Did you hear her, Brad? She gonna rumble in the jungle.
Some haters.
You said let's rumble. You want to get down there and rumble.
No, I'm not talking about fighting no kids. No, I'm not talking about fighting no kids. But I am talking about standing up to them. I am. Because these kids, they not standing up to nobody. They sneaking and beating people up. It ain't like you got one, and it's 20 on 1.
And these kids.
So I'm saying like 40 grown folk
That baby
go down
ran.
there and let them know. Now what y'all gonna do?
Well, if you watching them, they ain't gonna do
You
too
ain't
much.
gonna have to fight them kids.
If you watch them, you ain't gonna have to do nothing because we went through that already.
All I can say is do it.
I just was making a suggestion and a solution. I'm not
That's all I can say is do the
judge jury
math.
on this situation.
Do the
I don't
math.
know why I'm getting beat up, huh?
40 adults with 20 kids with 10 guns with 8 bullets in each one.
Who got guns?
Them
The kids?
kids.
Well, they ain't said nothing about that, but
Well,
okay,
I mean,
let me get up out
You
of
gotta
that.
know that's it. Hey,
Now we adding stuff.
Well,
no, that's
well,
them.
no,
You know
more.
that's
how they roll.
mandatory.
Yeah, that's
the
how
kids
they-
is strapped.
I can guarantee you, it's 1 or 2 of them that's gonna have a weapon.
What?
If not all of them,
if it
they
get
carrying
pushed,
them.
if it get pushed in that corner,
Yeah.
believe me,
They
little
carrying
man popping everything
If they
on
don't do
sight.
nothing, but if they carry it,
For real.
it's like when they go to
Tell you.
school. The unfortunate piece, when they go to school, they might hide it in the bushes before they go in there, because all the schools got these metal detectors. But still, some of them sneak those guns in schools. The unfortunate piece, so they do have weapons. That's the bad part. They do have the
That's why
weapons.
guns should have never been legalized. But go ahead, I'm just.
Well, whether they weren't legalized until last year, but they were still carrying them.
That was
My
legalized
junior,
before
my
that.
junior high was the first school
Yes, it
that
was.
kids got
Open
caught
carry.
with gun.
We got an open carry law.
That was Mary
I ain't
Junior
talking
High.
about open, but carrying your concealed, that's been more than
well,
just a year.
a 15-year-old can't be carrying no concealed weapon because he ain't old enough. That 15-year-old then tuck that gun somewhere in the bushes. So when he trying to protect himself
And
from
that's
the
another
people.
thing. These parents, they ain't putting them guns up. They shouldn't. That law should have never passed for nowhere. Well, we killing it. What we fighting against ourselves?
Well, the thing, guns, people always had them. Laws or no laws.
Yeah, but
they
not
always
now.
had them.
Now they legal to have.
They
There's a difference. It's a big
they
difference.
ain't never legal.
From
Because if you're a felon, you can't carry no gun.
We
So
ain't
that
talking
ain't
about
legal.
felons. They are legal.
You can
They are
open
legal to
carry.
carry.
You can open carry.
Yeah. We ain't
But you
talking about
still
felons.
got laws that you have to abide by being in an open carry.
Like what?
Read about it.
That dude that shot what's his name?
You talking about in Florida? What you talking about?
The one guy that shot the little black boy with the hood on. Damn, what is his name? Anyway,
You talking about in Florida? Trayvon Martin.
Trayvon.
Yeah, Florida has been an open carry state forever.
They got
but-
license to kill down there.
Yeah,
for
and
real.
Texas too. Those are 2 states that's been had the open carry. They've been had that open carry thing. They've been had that law
Stand your
where
ground.
yeah, they had that for years. They've had that for a long time. So it's like, so what do you do?
Hit that red button.
What do you do?
I've been an answer.
Look, he over here, he bringing up, right? You're jiggling, baby.
Go ahead,
Go
baby.
ahead, baby. Uncle. Hey.
Can't do nothing with them. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday. It's a whole lot of stuff going on in the world, period.
And it's sad.
And it is very sad, but
Yeah.
we ain't sad. We still trying to be happy, but we trying to figure out a way. What can we do? Now, what can we do? It's Black History Month. It's about to be Black History Month tomorrow.
Every month is Black
And
History
that's
Month.
what every
Should
day.
Okay,
is Black
but hey,
History.
I ain't
Okay,
celebrating the
smallest
shortest month.
Every day.
28 days in
is
February.
29 this year, leap year. Every day is Black History. But what's different? What are you gonna do different that you didn't do, that you ain't been doing?
Cussing.
That was a New Year's resolution.
But you
We
asked me
already
a
talked
question. You said, what are you going to be doing different?
that was a New Year's
I'm not
resolution.
cussing. Right. So that's what I'm doing.
But what else you gonna do differently? It's about Black History Month. You gonna tell somebody about some history about Black folks or what? You got any Black history information? Who made what? When they made it? Why is it important? Do you think Black history?
I remember you
important?
made that little coaster thing that I fell asleep on.
What
Black,
you talking
right?
about?
That's history.
What you talking about? My baby loved it, so I don't care what it is. We into creativity around here. Some people don't do
I
that.
wonder where's that now?
It's at her apartment.
Where?
And she still use them. And she have them out. She put those are coasters. She got them out. You need to go over there and see.
I'm definitely going.
Yeah,
I'm telling Courtney, open the door.
Courtney love her coasters. But see, we creative. You just make stuff. You do whatever you do. That's the part. She ain't into that. So she a girly girl, but she ain't into like the blankets, the painting, and doing all that stuff. And
That was not
Craft,
a blanket or
craft.
painting.
she ain't in that. She ain't into the craft stuff
Don't make me pull out
because we was making blankets, and she didn't even want to come over and make a blanket.
I did want to come over. I was coming. Remember I told you my husband's uncle's birthday,
Joy.
57th birthday.
Ex Joy. She don't do that.
Oh, I was coming.
We get ready
really?
to do. We get ready to do some other stuff, and she don't like that stuff. She ain't the girly girl like she say she is. Because the girly girls sew, make blankets, paint, coasters, plant flowers.
So let me ask you a question.
That ain't what she
You're a
doing.
girly girl?
I do all that stuff.
If you all go on
I
late,
do every bit of that.
you do that. But that don't mean you're a girly girl. Because you're not a girly girl.
I'm a girly girl.
Oh, God.
I do all of that stuff, and I enjoy doing that stuff. Period.
I
That
can
part.
dig it. Ain't nothing wrong with being a girl.
understand what I'm that's ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I paint.
A lot of these women want to be the man.
Oh,
That's
no.
why they ain't got a man.
Oh my. No, we're not trying to do that part. No.
Like, why I ain't got no man? Because I'm trying to be the man.
And why is there so much of that nowadays?
I don't know.
I'm not knocking none of that though. I ain't knocking none of it. But it's not. Who is that talking about? How it was.
I got a man.
It was more. It's more prevalent now than it's ever been. But because when we watched The Color Purple, there was a piece in The Color Purple that even back in the day, well, it just wasn't known. It wasn't out. It wasn't like it is now because you would have been shunned, you would have been beat, you would have been probably killed, right? If it had been out back then. So history has changed.
Absolutely.
For everybody, and it's changed for Black folks. The history for Blacks have truly changed in more ways than one. It's just like nobody back then. You couldn't have mixed race relationships, but look at it now. If they knew you couldn't, but the master could. It was okay if he impregnated a Black woman.
Yeah,
If
but
he
that's
had
not a
sex,
relationship.
That's not a relationship.
That's rape.
Right.
For real.
Yeah.
Right. That's exactly what they was doing.
That's what they
That's
were
the
doing.
difference.
But you couldn't have that like you have it now. So history has changed.
You gotta watch your girl get raped by the master.
I know. And you can't do anything.
I would have been a dead slave. I know I would.
Yeah.
For real.
And see, it's easy for us to say that now because of how life is now. I don't think I would have made it as no slave at all. God knew when to bring me in this world because I couldn't. Master, what that mean?
There lies Janetta, and there lies Brad, and there lies Sandy. Because I'm telling you, I mean that would have been.
Yeah, but I think if that was what you was taught, you would have knew no better. I mean, we know better now, so we can say easily what we would and wouldn't do. But if that's what we was taught and we didn't know no better, that's how life would have been for us.
But I remember I asked a woman to describe what a good man is, and I swear, she just about described a slave.
What did she say?
I don't even want to talk about it.
But what's
a good man? She described a slave.
But what's the description of a slave?
Woo.
Just what is the description of a slave?
Right.
A male slave. Let me say that because when you asked her about a good man, she described a man, right?
You heard what I said. She described
a slave.
She described a slave.
There was a slave woman and a slave man. So which one is she describing? She a woman, so she describing a male slave. So what? I'm not saying what she said. I'm asking you, what's your description of a male slave? What you think a male slave description is or was?
Doing everything that you say, pretty much. Even if you don't want to do it, you're forced to do it. And if you choose not to do it, it's gonna be, she probably ain't gonna hit you with the whip, but you know what I'm saying. She got other little things she can use against you, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. So you know what I'm saying. Use that as a weapon. It's crazy out here. That's why I'm glad I don't have to deal with that stuff.
I'm glad you don't too, Brad, because I don't know if you would survive.
All right, now I survived. I survived. There'd be a lot of broken hearts out here, though.
You'd be that slave that she talking about.
Nah, there'd be some broken hearts out here.
That lady. So, in other words, did she describe you? Do you think her description? Do you know anybody like who she was describing you?
Nope. And that's why every night she be sitting up looking at TV by herself. You know what I'm saying? Put that together.
I'm like, how do you describe a good man and your description is a slave? A male slave. Was she white?
Nah.
How does a black woman describe a male slave?
Like, just cover everything. Like,
when she say move, he move. When she say roll, he roll.
Yeah.
When she say I want this, he go get it.
And the only thing that she gonna give him is some sex.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's more to it.
That's to me.
It's more to it.
That's kind of overrated.
So she say, I want a new car. He gonna go buy it?
Hey, if he don't, it's gonna be a problem.
She said, I want some salmon. He gonna cook it?
Or go buy it. Is
that the description she gave you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Who is she? She a friend of yours?
Nah.
I don't even know if we want to know who she is.
I don't. Not like you told me. We don't say names.
We don't say names on here. But how does a black woman describe a good man?
They my Facebook friend though. I know they like that be better not be talking about me. Well,
I don't know who she is, but I mean any black woman. How about any black woman? How does any black woman describe a good man, a good black man as a slave? I'm baffled. There's good men out here, and I would never describe a black man as being good. And the description is, from what you're saying, is a slave. No. He running around with no shoes on, asking her when can he put shoes and socks on.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Not with no shoes on.
I'm just saying. You saying
she had no shoes on.
Who does that?
Oh man.
Whoever she is, we're just gonna have to pray for her because I cannot. I would never describe my black man, male black man, as a slave. I don't care. I don't care what he looked like. I would never use that description. As a black
she didn't really use the description. It was just the description.
The description she said was a slave. Pretty sure didn't say the word, but So, I was gonna say something else, but I ain't saying that. We'll wait till we get finished. Anyway, welcome to Wine Down Wednesday. We about to get up out of here. We got to go. We need to figure out what we're gonna do with these kids. Think about something about. Hey, it's Heart Month too. Did y'all know that? Heart Month next month. Heart Month next month.
Valentine's Day.
It's really Heart Month. Like
it's my birthday month.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about the birthday party. Yeah, tell them about how it's going down.
What? Tell them about the birthday party.
Oh, we definitely having a birthday party at Call 51 on February the 16th. That's a Friday. Come out and kick it with your girls. It's gonna be me. That's Chris' birthday. Our birthday is on the same day, but we celebrated on the 16th. It's gonna be a Valentine's Day party. Bringing in H-Town for the ladies. So come out and kick it with us.
And big, y'all probably think I'm trying to be funny, but I want some big girls to come out too, because I love when they do that wobble dance. I love to watch that.
They be wobbling.
Get in there.
Come on out, we ain't discriminating.
They be wilding. They be wilding. They be wilding. They don't wobble. They wild.
H-Town gonna be knocking the boots. JD gonna be turned up like that. Last year's birthday.
I'm not gonna be turned up.
Do that dance. Show it to him.
I don't know what dance you're talking about.
Somebody got it on video.
I got it on video.
Thank you.
That was my 50th. So I'm turn up.
I'm gonna share it.
I'm cool, man.
You don't want to do it right now. I'm gonna share it.
I'm cool with that.
February 16th.
February 16th.
Code 51.
Code 51.
Come out. Do you have to pay to get in?
Yes, a couple charges.
I ain't coming.
What a hater.
$30.
I know.
$30 H-Town. They need something.
I ain't coming. I don't even know who H-Town is.
Somebody must be knocking the boots.
Y'all want to see him? I ain't coming. $30. No, ma'am.
I ain't working.
Anyway, Wind Down Wednesday, people, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. It's time to go. We got to give the people what?
If I get you in, you coming?
Not for no $30.
I said if I get you in, are you coming?
I'll be there for 10 minutes. Okay, let's go.
Well, shit.
Let's do it. Okay, we got to leave the people with some positive quotes. What's going on?
Yeah, when y'all see these kids out here doing what they not supposed to do, pull them to the side and just, have a conversation with them, like lift their spirits or whatever they may be going through, tell them they got somebody they can call if they need to talk,
Give them your number.
Let's save the kids.
Give them a number so they can call you. We don't come up with a solution. Now, Brad, what you got for the people?
All right. Enjoy life. Stay healthy. Stay focused on everything you want to do. Your goals, reach them. Don't let nobody stop you from doing what you're trying to do, because there's a lot of haters out there that hate to see you get ahead.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. I can't even come back on that one, because that's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help Brad, because he gave y'all a mouthful. So in the meantime, between time, y'all know positive in, positive out, and it's always better to give than it is to receive. We'll see you next week. Oh, we're in a new spot next week. We out.